Hi, I'm Susan Vance. This is the series Hold Them Accountable. These are short videos, and this is episode number 2 of a series about Father Joe Reed and the whistleblower priests of the Diocese of Knoxville. Whenever patterns of behavior change and shift even a little, you have to look and see what has happened, what is wrong. This is what's happened in the Diocese of Knoxville. Patterns of behavior in regard to clergy sex abuse have shifted. For centuries and decades, the church has done things almost exactly the same way. Why then was Father Reed thrown into public scrutiny when that is exactly the opposite pattern of behavior we are used to? Usually, there are complaints of clergy abuse, then the lies begin, the hiding begins. They put files in the secret file, or they call it the Canon 489 file, that only the bishop and the chancellor of the diocese have keys to. Then they start waiting out the statute of limitations to make sure they don't have any financial responsibility. If something is brought up, they start hiding and lying yet again. The patterns of the Diocese of Knoxville have shifted 180 degrees this time. This is very serious, and here's what we know. They threw Father Joe Reed out into the public scrutiny before they even had an investigation. Something is seriously wrong about this, and I think I know the answer. It's a one-word answer: lawsuit. In February 22nd of 2022, a lawsuit was filed in the Knox County Circuit Court under Judge Jerome Melson. This is still an active case. It is about a seminarian who raped an organist at the cathedral. This is still going on, and although there are reports that are given to people, oh, it's over, oh, there was nothing to it, nothing could be farther from the truth. This is active. This is serious. The excuses that Bishop Mark Beckman are giving for their decision about Father Reed absolutely make no sense. They don't hold together at all. Bishop Beckman wants you to think this is like a stoplight. Father Reed is not the red light, because Father Reed was cleared by the Knox County Sheriff's Department. They call the allegations unsubstantiated. Even the church, even Beckman's own committees had to say, there's no sexual abuse, there's no sexual misconduct, no sexual harassment. In other words, folks, there's nothing, and yet he is being punished. Why? I want the people of St. John Newman Church and School and all the surrounding churches and people who love Father Reed to know this is not over yet. The fight continues, and I hope you will fight. Continue to email Bishop Beckman and say, your story doesn't make sense. I can't explain to my children how somebody who's done nothing wrong, not really, is being punished, being taken from our St. John Newman Church, being put under the scrutiny of an older priest like some recalcitrant child. This is wrong. So I'm giving you some ammunition, and I hope you'll use it. Here it comes. I have reported 2 priests of the Diocese of Knoxville to Bishop, Do Nothing Fabre, Archbishop Do Nothing Fabre, Bishop Beckman, and I even think to Richard Stika. But nothing has been done by anyone. These 2 priests, one is still in ministry, one retired early. These priests are well known to the bishop. You don't have to say names. Just say, those 2 priests Susan Vance has reported and keeps talking to you about, why are they red lighted and they don't get to be thrown into the public domain, don't get to be shown up on the news and embarrassed to death, don't have their reputations ruined and their lives ruined, in essence? Use this, please. I would be very honored if you would, because we need to stop this persecution. Thank you. I'm going to see you for episode number 3 very soon. Thank you very much.